waiting on you. Is there? Casey, it's waiting on you.
Whoa! I didn't know we were live. You didn't tell me. I thought you were still. Anyway, we are back for another fun-filled edition of NXT. So this was this? Yeah, this was the first week on Wednesday. Because they kept making every Hump Day joke and every Woman Crush Wednesday joke in the book this entire night. Good job, announce team. You know, but it was a really good show. It was really stacked for an hour show. It was stacked with matches. We didn't have as much backstage drama and video packages as we usually do, which we don't normally get a ton in NXT, which is why we like it more. But it was even less than normal. But they open up with a match right off the bat. We're not messing with anything. We're just giving you a match right out of the gate, and it's Tyson Kidd versus Finn Balor. So finally, Tyson, he was getting ready for all week. We saw last week he was getting ready. This was a big match for him. Didn't turn out the way that he wanted, but hey, he tried. But anyway, right out of the gate, Finn Balor delivers an intense dropkick to Tyson Kidd. I mean, it was so quick the camera almost didn't catch it. Like, it was just bam right out of the gate, first move. So it was extremely one-sided in the beginning. Finn wasn't letting Tyson get any offense at all. Tyson was able to turn the tides when he kind of rolled out to the side, and Finn tried to do a baseball slide, missed Tyson, and Tyson kind of shoved him into the guardrail, which I don't know. They tried to act it out more than it was, because I mean the guardrails there aren't really that thick. They're really easy to move. So I don't know how much it really hurt that much. But little side note that we found out tonight. I didn't realize this until now. Tyson has his cats on his ring gear, so that's a little fun fact there. Yeah, because cats. Kidd was finally able to get the upper hand and pretty much keep Finn grounded. Kind of didn't let him get his offense back. But there was a point later on where Finn did a beautiful suicide dive to the outside onto Tyson Kidd. I like when superstars can do good suicide dives. I love the Usos, but their suicide dives, they kind of barely make it over the top rope. But when you can do a good suicide dive, I'm a fan. Tyson is able to get Finn in the, as the announcers call it, the Hart family sharpshooter, because the only people that ever have done a sharpshooter is the Harts. So it's the Hart family sharpshooter. In the center of the ring, Finn was in the shooter for like 2 seconds before the announcers were like, he's gonna have to tap out. He's so close to tapping, and I'm like, dude, he's been in it for like 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure he can go a little bit longer. Damn. Of course he does eventually get to the ropes, as usual. I feel like we don't see that many tap outs anymore from like legitimate submission moves, which is okay. I wasn't ever really too much of a fan of submission matches, submission moves, things like that. Depending on who did it, like Ken Shamrock, I liked when he did submission moves when they know really how to do them. But anyway, Finn wins with the big top rope double foot stomp. They need to name that because big top rope double foot stomp is a mouthful. I can't keep saying it every week. Um, and as I was telling DJ before we kind of went on the air here, I would love to see these two in a takeover match because they had a good match tonight, but the superstars go all out when they have a takeover, and I almost don't feel like I've ever really seen Tyson Kidd really go all out for a match, and I don't think he hasn't even really had that many kind of big pay-per-view matches, so he really hasn't had that kind of stage to where he, it's like, I could go all out, let's do this. And I would love to see that because I would love to see his real full potential. Um, but what did you think of this opening match?
First off, I was excited. Fact. I was really excited about this match. Tyson Kidd is my boy, and Finn Balor. I mean, he's pretty good too. I like Finn Balor too, though. No disrespect to Finn Balor. He's really good too. I really like Finn Balor, and I really like Tyson Kidd. So I was like, oh yeah, we getting into this match. I actually forgot this match was this week. So it was kind of good for me to forget because it was like, ooh, surprise. So it was kind of good for me to forget because I forgot all about this little thing they were doing where he was preparing a week in advance and stuff like that. I don't know how I forgot, but I did. I forgot. Maybe it's because it was the day before. Maybe my mind was set on Thursday and it was on Wednesday. See, I can't even get my days right. That's how confused I am. But I was excited though. I was excited going in. Finn really got started early. I feel like he was really hitting some big time moves early. That hesitation drop kick, you gotta love it. I think anytime Finn Balor hits it, you gotta love it. I love how Tyson said, "Come on, Finn, kill me." Just playing around with Finn in his heel mode there. After Finn did his onslaught there, it looked like Kidd was really starting to take control, but Finn did not care. He hit that Pele. And I like how Finn sold the sharpshooter because it really looks like at a point in time that he actually could tap because like you said, you don't really see anybody tap anymore, which I guess is because as a wrestling fan, I think it would make him seem a little weak. I think if you see someone just give up like that, because it seemed like the Stone Cold Steve Austin pass out thing, that happened with Bret Hart or whatever. It seemed like that was a significant moment, but then, it seems like they do that all the time now. But not in this match. They didn't want to do it in this match. So he fights out, and then he ends up hitting the double foot stomp for the win. I like this match. I was really a big time fan of this match. But yeah, I agree with you. I think, a takeover match would be fun. Maybe even a pay-per-view match would be fun. I'd be excited for that. But that's probably years down the road between these two. But great match.
Yeah. I don't even know when the next takeover is. They usually have them once every couple months, so. But they did show a kind of quick video package of the feud between Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville leading up to their title match at TakeOver. It was a good video package, kind of just reminding us that they are going to have their rematch tonight. What did you think of? Any thoughts on the video package?
I actually don't remember this video package, probably because I went to the bathroom during this video package. I don't know, for some reason I had to go to the bathroom a lot during NXT, so I missed this video package and maybe something a little bit later. But I was going really fast, so I didn't miss a lot. Just missed a little bit. I didn't see it, but I was excited for the match though.
We'll let that slide. Anyway, the lovely Devin Taylor interviews Bull Dempsey. She says Bull has had a number of run-ins with Baron Corbin in the past few weeks, and finally tonight they will face off. What are his thoughts? Bull says, first things first, Baron Corbin isn't the only undefeated superstar in this match. It's going to be a quick fight if you even want to call it a fight. Um, he says, I like to call it Baron Corbin's End of Days, which I thought that was a pretty smart, mentioning Baron Corbin's finishing move. But Bull says, you want to know what to expect to see? You can expect to see Baron Corbin laying on his back, looking up at the last of a dying breed, and the last thing he's going to hear is Bull, Bull, Bull. So that was pretty good interview there. Not so much interview, more of like promo. What did you think of his promo, his mic skills?
I liked it. I like that he referenced the end of days. That was cool. I think this really showed the NXT fans, and especially me, if nobody else, it showed me that he's not a slouch. You know, I mean, we've seen these quick matches, but I think a lot of times Bull Dempsey gets overshadowed because they always talk about Baron Corbin. You know, Baron Corbin, woo! You know, they always talk about Baron Corbin. So I think a lot of times, you know, you may not know that Bull Dempsey's undefeated, or you may not know, that Bull Dempsey is gonna make this quick. You know, you might not know that. So I think this interview really, for one, it showed us he got some mic skills, and for two, it showed us, this man is no slouch. You know, this man is basically Baron Corbin's equal, as the commentators hit on a little bit later.
Yeah. So next we have, obviously, Baron Corbin versus Bull Dempsey. I didn't really write a lot about this match just because it was still kind of short. It was a great match. It really was intense. And it was kind of a refreshing intense for me because I feel like a lot of times when two big bulls go at it, the match can be kind of boring and, the same, big and high impact moves over and over again. But these two know how to, work a match together, especially, I'm still going to say a little bit more towards Baron Corbin's side. I just feel like he has a little bit more of a, I don't want to be cliche and say it factor, because that's probably rude. Can't say that. But I feel like he has a little bit more of an it factor at this point. But that's just my opinion. Good length, but still semi-short like we expected. It wasn't like a 12-second match, but it was short. Baron wins with the End of Days, so hopefully, we'll see what happens next week with these two. What about your thoughts?
I don't think Bull kind of looked overshadowed a little bit early on, but then he got his steam rolling, he got going. But then Baron Corbin did not care because he was like, End of Days, yes sir. He hit that, that triangle or that Y button, and he hit that End of Days and ended this match. So I thought this match, I think this match was really quick, but I think this match will, allow us to build more on the feud because all we've got is, okay, these guys can finish people off really quickly, so what's going to happen? And I felt like it was kind of like Baron Corbin kind of finished off Bull Dempsey a little bit quicker than maybe any of us would have thought for their match. But I'm excited though because it's gonna be interesting to see if they're gonna go with like maybe a undefeated streak with Baron Corbin, or they're gonna let Bull Dempsey actually do some stuff and do some things. And you know what, my boy Bull Dempsey, he's now my boy officially. I don't know. I like Bull Dempsey. I don't know which one I like better though right now. I'm still kind of getting used to both of them. With the little experience that I have of them, I like them both. They're both growing on me. Bull's definitely growing on me. So we'll see. And I like his theme song because it says Bull a lot. So.
Yeah. And I was thinking about it when they first actually faced off like face to face. it kind of reminded me of like when Kane and Undertaker faced off the first time. Just something. It felt similar to that, you know. Um, I don't know. I got that feeling when I first saw them together. But next we have Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus Charlotte and Natalia. I think I'm gonna give you this one first, and then I'll do mine second.
All right. So obviously he's gonna give me this one first because my girl, the boss, was obviously in this match ready to prove that she's the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Not Rick Ross, but the boss. So I think Ryan's in the background. I'm not really sure because I'm not looking at the camera right now. But I
Oh,
love how Charlotte. What is he back there? He's back there. He's back there. He's back there. Look at that. Look at that. Ryan's back. He didn't watch NXT though, so that's unfortunate. But he is back.
But is he back for TNA?
I am so ready for TNA.
If he can find the channel, he's back for TNA. All right, so I love how Charlotte was like telling Maddie what to do. I think that's like the story of Maddie's life in WWE. Like she just gets punked down and just thrown to the side all the time. Charlotte does not care because she's genetically superior. No, she's not. Anyway, she was telling Maddie what to do, and I was like, all right. And then it seemed like Sasha was kind of a little bit intimidated by Natty by nature, a little bit. She was a little bit intimidated. I feel like it looked like she was like kind of intimidated. But I think she like gets that way sometimes. Like sometimes with Charlotte, it feels like she's intimidated, or she's just being a heel. I don't know. One of those two is true. It was a nice neck breaker reversal. I think it was by Sasha Banks in this match. Sasha wins with that neck breaker. And just a little bit, just a tad, little bit of tight pulling. Not much. Not enough to like sway the decision or anything, but just a little bit of tight pulling. So Sasha and Becky Lynch win this match, which I was actually kind of surprised, just because Charlotte's been like on top for like the majority of the matches she's been in with Sasha. But
what are you talking about? There was no tight pulling. It's a conspiracy. No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Anyway, I don't know why, but Sasha Banks' music has been stuck in my head for like the past week, and I can't get it out. I'm gonna have to just download her entrance. Like I can't. It's just there.
Just download the video, so then you can you get the total package.
Oh yeah, good thought. Good thought. Wasn't at the start really excited about this match. I love Charlotte and I love Sasha, and I'm really excited to see more of Becky Lynch because I feel like we just haven't seen really a lot of Becky Lynch. When she first debuted, we saw like the fun-loving, happy-go-lucky Becky Lynch, and then she kind of pretty quick after that changed and teamed up with Sasha Banks. So and since then she really hasn't had matches. She's just been with Sasha coming out. But I've just never been that big of a fan of Natalia. We were talking about this before we recorded. Nothing against her in-ring ability because she is one of the better, in-ring workers for the Divas division, especially for the main roster right now. But she just doesn't kind of do anything entertaining-wise for me. I'm more kind of excited for like Sasha and Charlotte when they eventually go up to the main roster because I think they're going to bring a breath of fresh air to the Divas.
What about JoJo?
We'll talk about JoJo later. You're never going to get the date. You need to give up. And I don't think WWE really cares about her that much anyway. Like her gimmick has always just been, Brett's niece or Jim the Anvil Neidhart's daughter. It's never her own individual person, I don't think. And I feel like WWE didn't even really care about her until Total Divas came out. Well, like before Total Divas, I don't even remember what she was doing. I don't think she was doing anything.
Nothing.
Yeah. But anyway, Sasha gets it was a good match though. Sasha, like you said, gets the pin with a sick looking neck breaker again with the Divas. The Divas, just the way they're flexible. Moves look so much more intense when they do them. Like that neck breaker, I was like,
Like Alicia Fox's tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
yeah.
Favorite move.
Even Alicia Fox's scissor kick is like, how do you get your leg up that high? But I thought Bayley was supposed to come back this week. I was waiting for Bayley. Am I off a week?
I couldn't remember what time she was supposed to come back. I don't know. She's probably too busy giving me baby hugs while I was watching NXT, obviously. But no, I really don't know what time she was coming back. I can't remember. I know she was talking about the game the last time. That's the only thing I really remember.
The game, Bayley. But yeah, good match. I'm just waiting for Charlotte to finally go up to the main roster because she's supposed to have already, and she's not. But the Ascension's up there in their. This isn't a Raw review, but they mentioned in their little promo the Legion of Doom, Demolition, and there was another team. I forgot the other team that they mentioned in their promo.
Smash Brothers or something? Smash Brothers, something like that?
Axe and Smash, I think, yeah. But, oh my god, just give them their own unique gimmick. Come on now. Just give them what they had on NXT. Don't get rid of the face paint. Get rid of the... Anyway, next, we have our main event of the evening. Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn for the NXT Championship. This is the rematch. Like the last match, this match was kind of slower paced, methodical. Although these two know how to kind of carry a slower match and keep it exciting with kind of big moves just at the right spots and kind of out of nowhere. So, they're going slow, and then they know exactly when to do, a big spot to get a pop. Neville did a nasty looking Hurricane Rana on Sami Zayn. It didn't look that bad when he actually did it, but when they did the replay, you could see him kind of land on the back of his head, which I don't know. It might have been not as bad as it looked, but it looked pretty kind of nasty. We almost saw Sami Zayn's outside dive between the turnbuckles, but Adrian reversed it. I want to see that more. I love that. That was so unique. He used to do that when he first kind of debuted in NXT, and he hasn't really done that as much anymore.
I was so glad he reversed it, though. And not because I don't love the move, but, like, it's kind of like the Roman Reigns thing after a while. And don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near comparing Roman Reigns' little apron drop kick to that insane torpedo DDT. I'm just saying that, like, it's like that to the point where, like, you think it's gonna hit every single time, and it was nice to see a reversal for once,
But of course, my boy Sami Zayn retains the gold. Why not? Why would he lose it? Come on, he's gonna be NXT champion for like 6 years. He is just gonna be the longest reigning defending NXT champion without the help of one Paul Heyman. Before I get to after the match, what did you think of the match itself?
First off, Sami Zayn had one screaming little girl or a grown woman. I'm not sure. Maybe teenage girl. Don't want to discriminate. But he had a screaming fan, and she was getting it. She was loud. Shout out to her. I don't know your name, but shout out to you. Um, this felt like one of those one-upsmanship type of things in the beginning. It felt like one of those I know you, you know me. But like this may have been one of the best I know you, you know me matches I've seen in a long time. Because like a lot of times you see them and it's just predictable. But I feel like this one wasn't really. I don't know if it's the way they were hitting the spots or what. Like it was really good. Neville got a little frustrated, towards the middle portion of this match. It probably was more towards the beginning. Um, I don't know about you, but I feel like these guys have like some of the closest near falls. Like they know how to sell a near fall. Like it looks like they're about to like their shoulders are on the mat until like the last millisecond. It's so cool how they do that. The Blue Thunder Bomb, like always, looks terrific. I love that move. One of my favorite moves. That Hurricane Rana reversal by Neville, it looked bad. Man, I was watching this on my phone and trying not to freak out during some of these spots, but I freaked out during a couple of them because they were amazing. Like when Neville reversed the super kicked Zayn when he tried to do the torpedo DDT, because I was like, okay, Zayn's gonna hit the torpedo DDT. It always happens. He's gonna hit it. I love this move. I'm excited. Here we go. Neville super kicks him. I'm like, straight up, I was in shock a little bit. Zayn does his thing, hits the exploder, haluva for the win. Neville has became, a staple in the fan base of me, or something like that. Or I've become a staple in the fan base of him. He's probably not a fan of me. Probably doesn't know who I am. But that's okay. I'm a big time fan of Adrian Neville. Just because I think he doesn't get a ton of credit because Zayn's Mr. NXT. So I think a lot of times,
baby.
and I think a lot of times Neville doesn't really get his credit just because Neville's really good too. I said it in past videos, but I just like Neville. I don't know why, but I do. I like Neville. There was some spots in this match that I was like, what? Oh my goodness, it was great. I love this match. I don't know if this was better than our Evolution, but it was really good. It might have been 1B, our Evolution, because it was really good for we know each other type of match.
Yeah. After the match, they had the camera on Sami for a while, and you knew something was about to happen. So out of nowhere, Kevin Owens attacks Sami Zayn from behind, throws him into the ropes, and when he comes back, he throws him up into kind of a throw-up powerbomb thing that he does. Which I expected it. I was waiting for him to come out kind of during the match. But when, the match ended, I knew he was going to come out and do something, attack Zayn or something. There was a second there where I thought he was going to attack Neville too, or Neville was going to get up and kind of try to help Sami, but that didn't happen. But I'm kind of curious to see, I'm guessing we're done with the Adrian Neville-Sami Zayn feud, so are we going to get just Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, or are they going to do kind of like a triple threat type of a thing with the three of them? I'm just kind of curious to see what they're going to do with that from this point on. What did you think of the aftermath of the show?
I think we all kind of knew, something was going to happen with Kevin Owens. We hadn't seen him the whole show. Kevin Owens is a big thing right now. And we kind of either it was going to be, he's going to interrupt the match, which I'm kind of glad he didn't because that's what I was expecting. Or he was going to come at the end. We knew he was going to come in somewhere. Obviously, we know that they're pushing him straight to the top. because he will fight anyone and every. No, they're gonna push him straight to the top, which is great, because he's worked so hard to get there. They're pushing him straight to the top, and you can tell because of just the psychology of him and the belt a little bit. You know what I mean? Like where he saw the belt and picked it up, but then he threw it back at Zayn. You know what I mean? Like you could tell they're pushing him in that direction, and they're pushing him in that direction pretty early. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do because I could see them maybe doing a 3-way feud with Neville, Zayn, and Owens. I just don't know how they're gonna get Neville to the main roster. That's the main thing because I know he's soon to go to the main roster, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting.
And I mean, we're 2 weeks into 2015, and I'm already super excited for NXT this year. I'm waiting to see, who's the next big guy that they sign, who's, the next person to come up to NXT, because that's a lot of the excitement for me is the new guys that come in, whether I've seen them in like Ring of Honor or the Indies, or whether it's somebody who just came to NXT and I've never seen them before. It just excites me to see new people, because I feel like even not so much Cena, but like a lot of the guys that are on the main roster have been there for 10, 15 plus years. We have John Cena, we have Randy Orton, we have Kane, just all those guys have been there for so long. Triple H, and it's like we need new, fresh guys on the top.
That's why I'm so excited for Seth Rollins because just because like when he wins the title, him or Reigns, whoever's next to win the title, it's just gonna be exciting to see a fresh face win the title. As much as I love Randy Orton, he can win it anytime he wants to because he's the man. But other than Randy Orton, I just want a fresh face, to win the title. That's what I'm really excited about. Just seeing somebody new, like finally, I don't even hate John Cena. I just want to see somebody new. That's just all it is to it,
I really want to see not so much Reigns, but I do want to see him win the title.
Tyler Breeze?
At least one. We'll get to that. I definitely want to see Seth Rollins get the title, get a title reigns. I want to see Dean Ambrose get the title. That would be cool.
Bray
too. And then of course, Tyler Breeze is gonna come up and win the title because that has to happen. Or he's gonna form a tag team with Adam Rose. So the beautiful Rosebuds. Oh.
Or the exotic wannabreeze.
The exotic wannabreeze. Oh. WWE, you need to hire us right now. It's not like you make anything better. No, but very, very good show. I'm excited for this year. And wrestling in general. I was gonna say I watched the latest or last week's episode of Lucha Underground. Oh my God, that Aztec Warfare match.
Haven't seen it.
There were so many spots in that match. I was like,
I gotta catch up with my Lucha Underground because I don't have the channel. May have the channel here. Haven't checked it yet. But I'll have to go watch it because I was catching up. I watched like 3 episodes in one day. I love it though. It's really like wrestling in general is really looking really on the uppity up. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like how Lucha Underground is a completely different kind of format in wrestling than like WWE or NXT, which is really cool. It opens almost like a regular like TV show. You get the credits, like the executive producer, things like that, and I'm like, this is so weird. But I'm really excited to watch more of that. I watched some more of this stuff on the network. By the way, WWE listened to us. They did. Tough Enough. The original Tough Enough is on the network now. I am so excited. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm so excited to watch it again. Anyway, follow me on Twitter. Down here. Right down there. No, we'll throw it over to DJ because I got my rants out and my info out for the night.
All right. Yeah, it's a really exciting time in general for wrestling, just because you got so much to watch, so much. I don't even know what's gonna go down, so much to watch. You got TNA, NXT, WWE, Raw, SmackDown if you want to watch SmackDown, main event, it's up to you. SmackDown, which came on tonight actually on a Thursday, so that was cool. Didn't get to watch it,
Watch
but
that. I want to see if they did anything special.
yeah. Got Lucha Underground, which is also really good. I've watched some Lucha Underground. I think Lucha Underground's really good too. It's a good alternative. TNA, from what I'm hearing in the news sites, are trying to be an alternative to the WWE. So they're gonna try to, I think, throughout this year, distance themselves from WWE, whether it be in the ratings or it be just in general as a company. So I think that'll be a good thing, and I'm hoping they can do that because I think already they're a good alternative. But it's still you still see the similarities as well. But feel free to follow me on Twitter. Oh well, I forgot which hand I was using. It's on this side. It's on this side. I got you. Yeah, unless you're watching it upside down, since I may have been right before. Probably still not, but that's okay. That's okay. Right here, right here. It's right there, down there. If you want to follow me, I'll talk to you. I don't mind. We can have a conversation. I can be like hello. You can be like hello. We can be like what's up. I can be like what. We can talk. We can talk. We can talk. I like you. I like all y'all. New subscribers, I meant to shout you out before, but I think I got a couple of new ones. So let me take a second to shout you out because I really do appreciate you, even though my subscriber count goes from 74 to 75 all the time. But now it's at 76. So that's good. That's good. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna shout out the last couple. Francis Martinez, which looks to be a female, which is good. Maybe we'll get her on. Luca Latari, Eric Flores, and Cody Kaliener. I know I mispronounced some names, so you know what? Come holler at me and be like, bro, you mispronounced my name, so you need to fix that. And I got you, okay? I got you. But I appreciate you guys. That's why I'm shouting you out, because, if you follow me, makes me happy. So feel free to follow me on Twitter, and it's the Classic Wrestling Podcast. What you're watching or listening to, however you do. Follow Casey as well. We all talk wrestling. If you're near Tennessee, quick show shout out. If you're near Tennessee on February 20th, their Big Time Wrestling's coming to Bristol, so that's cool. I'm about an hour away. I may try to get to that. I'm not sure, but I hope you guys really enjoyed. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.